of the world. The folly of the world. It is both obvious and sobering to clearly understand the verse in the Gospel of Jesus Christ. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 18. It is plain for those who wish to see, but rather choose to ignore, choosing to refute wisdom and understanding of the vernacular of God. No, men prefer to harness the myths of the Iliad and the Odyssey, of singing sirens and one-eyed cyclops, of gods and goddesses. They have immortalized grains of sands of long ago fables, stitched together by babblers over eons of time. It is a thing of renown and prestige among the learned and institutionalized corpses that peddle renaissance upon renaissance of newfound ideas, heaping ever more silver and gold upon each verse. Each line of the poisonous fable is tightly wrung until seemingly aglow with gems and pearls. Each new era drizzles, as it were, dust of pure gold onto the plethora of literary works. Even more stunningly, the authors seem to rise higher, even more grandiose than Achilles himself. It seems Penelope has gained more suitors over the course of the centuries. One can understand the befitting words of Almighty God. I will take the foolish things of the world to confound the wisdom of the wise. And he hath chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 27. The prestige seems higher and deeper than Shiva's pillar of fire. A fable far older was sung by its gatekeepers of the Lingam Purana. Squabbling gods Brahma and Vishnu exhibit lesser qualities than goddesses Circe and Calypso, who becomes lovers of Odysseus by becoming a goose and a boar. token I bestow upon its author. For ethos, the blind leading the blind, no small pun intended. It seems the pledge of his secretaries to keep its students hostage. Hardly they pride themselves on their comic beliefs, but of the Bible, the testament of the gospel of Jesus the Christ, they heap scorn, buried in a rubble of stones, that if one were desirous of intimacy with God, they would have to crawl under it into the tiniest spaces with a speck of light to retrieve its verses, let alone its understanding. But by God's grace, it is written upon our hearts. What then? Bury me also under the rock